Hello! Welcome back to another episode. I'm Luke, the Crazy Maker Nerd. Today, we're going to have an excellent time as we make dragon eggs. So, as the shops fill with Easter memorabilia, chocolate eggs and all sorts, I thought it'd be a good idea to use some of those polystyrene eggs you can pick up. They're very cheap and you can get excellent results with them. Opening up the polystyrene eggs, I cracked on.
No! God, please, no!
Firstly, I inserted drawing pins into the top and bottom of the egg. I then applied drawing pins in a circular motion, applying them from one end of the egg to the other. This created a metallic scale effect. Ooh, shiny! When the first egg was completed, I moved on to the second egg. With this, I used exactly the same circular motion and overall made a beautiful second metallic scaled egg. Oh, what a lovely pair! Next, I found a base that was about the right size, applied some super glue and some activator, and held them in place as they dried. This turned them into a nice piece of scatter terrain. I then used Vallejo earth texture all over the base to give it a muddy aesthetic. And then using a wet paintbrush, I smoothed it all down. Next, I tried to use EGGcellent Scenic spray, but it didn't seem thick enough to actually hold the pins into the egg. So instead, I then grabbed some matte Mod Podge and brushed it all over. Here they are, just waiting to dry.
One eternity later.
24 hours later, and I opened up the portable spray booth that I've got, and I struggled with the lights as always. I'm very clumsy.
Mr. Clumsy, but Mr. Still Hard.
And it's a bit fiddly. This is my budget airbrush. With the fact that I only really paint terrain at the moment, I don't see the need to upgrade yet. Something I do is always place some kitchen roll inside my portable booth. This means I don't get spray all over the place, and when I put a new colour into the airbrush, I can check it using the kitchen roll. The first colour I applied was a black. This was to get into all those nooks and crannies and to try and bring out any shadows. I then coated the base in brown. The next colour choice and nozzle width was not a great idea. I applied a cream coat, but this also covered the base which I just painted. So I had to touch it back up with a bit more brown again. Bit of a time waste, but you learn from your mistakes. Once this had all dried, I dry brushed on a lighter brown onto the mud, and then a gold all over the dragon eggs. This was to bring out the high points and to give them a metallic sheen. Once adequately shiny, I applied a bluish green wash, dabbing it occasionally with kitchen roll to make sure that it didn't sit on the high points of those surfaces. I also stippled on some wash using a small sponge. I love the way that this turned out. It really made it look like some form of dragony green egg, making it look a lot less like some thumbtacks. Straight away the paint dried as it was quite a thin coat, so I got out my grass applicator from World War Scenics. The way this works is a 9-volt battery basically charges across the grass to the Mod Podge you apply on the base, making it stick more upright than if you didn't actually have that charge. With the grass applied, all it had to do was dry.
A perpetual fog hangs in the air in a legendary green dragon's wood, carrying an acrid whiff of the creature's poison breath. The moss-covered trees grow close together, except where winding pathways trace their way like a maze, into the heart of the forest.
So there we go, dragon eggs made out of craft Easter eggs and some stationery. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe and bell icon so you get updated when the next video goes online. See you later, my nerds. Go build some stuff.